today is on page 175 in the SciPad, and the type of reaction, it's called an elimination reaction. And what we do in this is we eliminate atoms. Okay, so you'll find that this is a haloalkane where X is a halogen, so it could be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, okay, any of those halogens. So what happens is the halogen atom will always come off, and also an H atom from the adjacent carbon. Okay, remember the word adjacent means the neighbouring carbon. So when this atom comes off and this atom comes off, they don't get replaced. Okay, and as a result, a double bond forms. So you always form alkenes from an elimination reaction. The reagent to make this reaction occur is potassium hydroxide, and it needs to be dissolved in ethanol. Now, it doesn't often get written out like this. Instead, it's more likely to be written KOH, and then in brackets as a subscript ALC. Okay, and what that stands for is alcoholic. So the potassium hydroxide has been dissolved in alcohol, like ethanol, and hence ethanol there. So you always get elimination if the potassium hydroxide is in ethanol. Now we have done another reaction where we had potassium hydroxide with a haloalkane, and I'll do another little summary of that and how you can remember the two separately. Okay. So for now, so you've got a formal definition. An elimination reaction involves the removal of two atoms, and it's from adjacent carbons. You can't lose this halogen and this hydrogen, because otherwise you wouldn't get a double bond form. So it needs to be the halogen, and then you just look at the adjacent carbon and take an H off that one, and that's where you get the double bond forming between those two carbons there. Okay, so elimination reactions always produce alkenes, and I can show this is another example. So you've got your haloalkane, your bromine there. So this ALC, you've got to commit that to your memory, that whenever you've got potassium hydroxide in alcohol, you're going to get elimination. So this bromine atom will come off. Okay, so that will come off. And one of those H's, and it doesn't matter which one you make it, okay, so that would come off. And so you get your ethene form. Don't worry about the products. You actually wouldn't get this. You'd get KBr, and then you'll get H2O, so that's not correct. But an alkene is always formed. They're not going to ask you about the products. All good? Okay,